4-1-3-2, the 4-1-4-1, and the 4-2-1-3 have been the custom tactics which I've given you guys, where you scored goals after goals after goals after goals. But I've got another custom tactic for you guys, which is actually going to be cooking for you, because I have secretly been working on this one for the last month. So guys, can we absolutely smash this the like button? Can we subscribe? We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We are almost there, close, a little bit further away, but closer than we have ever before. Can we subscribe if it is the first time here, and also put the bell on so you know when this video does go live. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so to start with, we're going to go with goalkeeper and defend. I'll be honest with you, I think goalkeeper defend is the best at this moment in time for me. The defenders are going to be on defender and defend. I am still trying to find the best formation that will allow me to use ball playing defender, but I just feel like it's a little bit too aggressive. So at this moment in time, defender and defend. Now, this is where your boy's side starts to cook. All right, if you've been watching my videos, you know this is where I love to just experiment, and I found something really, really good. So your left back is going to be on fullback and defend. All right, nothing crazy here. I just prefer Theo Hernandez, mainly because he wins 1v1s. He's strong, he's quick, he wins balls in the air. I prefer that he does more for me defensively than he does attacking wise. Now, my right back, I've put my right back on false back and defend. And the reason why I put on false back and defend, mainly because they're going to be operating as a defensive midfielder. I like transitioning. One thing I do when I'm coaching my players is that I teach my players how to transition from defending to attacking to counter attack. That's a more popular term, right? So I like the idea of transitioning from one position to another. Now my cam is going to be on shadow striker, mainly because of the fact that wide players are sitting a little bit deeper and you've got two CDMs. I just feel my striker is a little bit lonely, and as well I just want the cam to be a little bit of a supporting striker, shadow striker, second striker, the 10, as we like to say. So have a player that has very good passing play styles. Pogba is not the best. I just like using Pogba for nostalgia reasons, okay? Now your winger, your left midfielder is going to be on winger and balance. This is my out ball. This is where if it's too busy in the midfield, I play a pass out wide. I can either take on the defender, which Peugeot is not very good with, but I can play a little 1-2 where she can get in behind. She's quite agile, quite quick in those areas, so I can get behind and play a pass and do another 1-2 in the final third. Now Duo, I've got Duo on something which I very rarely see, and if you pay attention to what this role says, it actually gives you two roles for one. All right, I've put Duo on wide playmaker and build up. Now listen to what it says. It says a creative outlet as in someone to stay out wide, positioned out wide, but able to move inside forward to help create chances to unpick defenses, right? So what it sounds like winger and inside forward, doesn't it? A little bit. He's going to stay more on the wing, but he will, if the opportunity presents itself, just trickle into the midfield. Now I've gone with build up as opposed to attack, mainly because I want to be defensive securely, because of the fact of what my DMs are going to be doing. It says when set to build up, the wide playmaker will come short to offer a passing option, tiki-taka, while balancing their approach to support defenses if needed. So there will always be an outlet, but he'll always what do we call it? They'll back into defenders. They'll come short. For my OGs, they will come short and expect the ball at their feet to help with a nice tiki-taka pass, short passing. So they'll come short or come back on defense to help you out in terms of building up the play. My striker, Pina, yes, I use Pina. I'm prepared for my inbox to get raided. Pina is going to be on false 9 and not build up, because she's going to be sitting too deep and it's going to be very toothless for my attack. I've got her on attack. So if you notice the touch map, she's not going to be operating in those cam positions where Pogba is, all right? Because Pogba's going to be there. I want her to be just not a target player, but I want to stay in front of the defender, but at the same time, I want you to be in the middle so I can play 1-2s. If you've got a cam that's got incisive passing, play nice little 1-2, getting behind, bang, tiki-taka. Now, your right DM is going to be on deep line playmaker and defend. I went with defend as opposed to build up. mainly because I just want to see, I wanted to make sure that when Hume is not transitioning into a DM position, I don't want him to be by himself. I could have moved De Jong over to the left-hand side because Hume is going to be operating in the right DM position, but I just felt that there was too much of a gap. It was too much of a massive gap between the two. Now, I used, in my left DM position, I used Declan Rice, but I used Patry instead, mainly because I think she's just, I like one stocky player, one agile player. And when I have two players in the same position, gives me a little bit of both. But I've got Patry. I put Patry on Box Crasher because she is pretty much going to make late runs into the box. Patry's going to score me. She has scored me some goals. Make sure that you have a DM to bring on, because if you're going into like extra time or it's 2-2, 80th minute, you're going to realize that Patry is too slow. Maybe the passes are not getting to where you want it to be. Sub her off, bring on someone else who has Box Crasher plus. All right, make sure. And this is what it looks like when you are in possession. All right, when you're in possession, it will phase back into your normal 4-2-3-1. But when you're in possession, say you lose the ball in the midfield, this is what it will look like. Now imagine Patry is in the cam position. You still have De Jong and Hume in that DM position. Now there's the code for you guys. The build-up style is balanced and the defensive line is on 70. I've gone a little bit higher because of the DMs, because they're not left or right midfield, left or right wingers, they're left or right midfielders. I've gone a little bit higher as well, just to put the defenders under a little bit of pressure. Oh, as well, if you want a nice defensive tutorial on terms of how to really defend in FC26, make sure you guys click on the video that's popping up on your screen right now. So I'll see you at the next upload. Peace.